Sure, I make millions of dollars on Airbnb, but it cost me money to get started. 6 years into the game, I reached over 100 properties, owning none of them, making millions of dollars a year. But today I'm giving you something special. This is the first video in a multi-part series about how you can make millions of dollars on Airbnb, starting with $0. It's actually possible, and I want to help. So let me get you started to your journey towards Airbnb millions, starting with $0. Let's jump in. Welcome back, Airbnb family. So since this is a multi-part video, let me do the housekeeping right away. It costs time or money to start a business, and so since we're starting without money, this is going to take a little bit more time and some resourcefulness all the same. But this is pretty easy to accomplish if you have any support system whatsoever, and you're not going to ask anybody to give you literal hard cash either to get this done. The main difference between the way that I teach on this channel or in my course and what you're going to do today is you are going to start your business through your social security number instead of starting an LLC. Some of the very first money that you make, though, will go towards starting an LLC so you can do this business the right way. But what's great about this is the time that it takes to get an LLC ready to do business, you're going to make enough money to fund that business and pretty much go clear on out. Probably within 6 or 8 months, you can have a formal business, but you can start making money within just a few weeks right now, even through your social. Step one to this business model is you're going to find an apartment complex that is offering upfront lease concessions. An upfront lease concession is where they're going to give you the first 4 weeks or 8 weeks of rent for free because they're having a hard time getting full. These same buildings may also be willing to waive the application fee or the admin fee, or they may not even have a security deposit. This is actually kind of common in bigger cities, especially here in Texas. I do business in Houston, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Philadelphia, and I've been able to find these deals in all 4 cities. And I've coached many students in places like Chicago, Southern California, Florida, the Carolinas, Vegas, all over the place on how to do this just the same. You're going to find a building that needs your lease, and you're going to start there. Step 2 is you're going to have to tell them about your business to make sure that you're in the clear. You do not want to get kicked out, of course. That'd be totally bad for your business model. And since you're doing this with your social, you don't want anything to roll up on you because you don't want them to evict you because they did not give you permission. Now, you're going to tell them that you're a corporate housing company. You're going to pick up a few units with them over the course of the next 4 or 6 months, and you look forward to growing with them. You will have to bring up Airbnb in that conversation. So if you want my scripts on how I do this, you're going to want to pick up my course, and I actually teach people how to not only to work with apartment complexes, but single family homeowners as well. Firstly, I teach my students to pitch single family homeowners first because there's more opportunity there. But in your case, you're unlikely to get a landlord to give you a property scot-free, but it's not that it never happens. I do have a student in Tampa or Clearwater. She actually picked up a 5-bedroom property, fully furnished, 3 months free, nothing up front, but she leveraged the coronavirus incident in order to make that happen. So those are still possible, but the most likely way to get this done is with apartment complexes, and you're going to need to negotiate in your right to short-term rent into that deal. Now, step 3, of course, is you have to get approved for the property. Now, this will require you to meet some sort of minimum standard. Even though you're investing $0 into the business, you're still going to have to find a way to get them to trust you, which means you're going to have enough income, usually 3.5x the monthly rent or 4x the monthly rent. Nobody's just going to gift you a property blind, no money down, for no good reason. So just make sure you have your ducks in a row, and now you can move forward. So now that you've gotten the approval process out of the way, you're going to schedule your lease start date a couple weeks out because you're going to need more time than my students typically need. When you're buying all of your furniture, you can get it to come within 5 or 7 days. But in this case, you'll need 2 or 3 weeks to line up some favors, as you could say. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to get on your social media. You're going to let your friends, family, anybody know you're starting a business. And you've gotten a property that you're going to invest in, and you're going to turn it into an Airbnb property. You're going to ask people to either gift you or borrow you the key furniture that you need to get the place started. Now, what's great about Airbnb is you don't have to meet some grand standard to get your listing started. You can use used furniture. You can use a used TV. You don't have to provide kitchen essentials right away. So what I want you to do is get all the basics out of the way. Get a bed, get the linens, the pillows, bed frame, of course. Get a couch, Get a little dinette table if you can get it, a coffee table. If you can get an entertainment center and a TV, that'd be great. If you can get somebody to gift you cups and plates and all this extra stuff that normally can be found at Goodwill, just ask people to give you those things, and that way you can round out a basic set of kitchen stuff, and you can pretty much go from there. You'll also need the basics for a toilet. You can steal a roll of toilet paper from your own house if you want to, and just basically get the towels and stuff like that ready. You do not have to provide essentials. You don't have to provide linens and towels. You don't have to provide kitchen stuff, but eventually you're going to want to. So the better you can do with getting people to gift you a good thorough amount of items in order to make a full home, the better off you are, because now the next couple of months, if you can get your first 6 weeks for free, you're going to make sure that you have next month's rent covered, plus like utilities and stuff like that, and then you're going to start buying everything that you're missing, and anything that's not good enough, you're going to start replacing. So over the next 3 months, you can take the income from your Airbnb, start paying your future rents, anything that you think is missing to make a good Airbnb space, you start buying those things new or lightly used, and now you can round out a complete Airbnb home. And that's number one for this video on how to start building $1 million business starting from nothing. I'm sure you have plenty of questions on how to get started, so put them in the comments, and you're welcome to join my Facebook group, the Hosts of Airbnb Automated. Let's get you there and make you a millionaire on Airbnb. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.